Here are the key levels that I spotted on a euro-dollar pair. And even though all these key levels were crucially important for the market participants in the past, one of these key levels is no more valid. The fact is, traders, that key levels may quite quickly lose their significance. And in this video, I will teach you how to identify the invalid key levels, and I will share with you one of the most important structured trading tips. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. How do we look for key levels? When we analyze this structure, we are looking for the points, the areas, from where a strong bullish or bearish movement initiated in the past. We underline these structures, and from them we expect a similar kind of reaction in future. But there is one more very important criteria. When you analyze the key levels, you should also analyze the most recent reaction to that structure. What do I mean? Let's take a look at that support right here. You can see that when that area right here was reached the last time, from that we saw a very strong bullish movement. So the most recent reaction was very bullish. So definitely it is a valid key level. And now let's compare that structure to that structure. Even though in the past it was a very strong support from where a strong bullish wave initiated, you can see that then that structure was violated by the sellers first and then by the buyers. So based on the most recent perspective, you can see that that structure became completely neglected, and you can see that it completely lost its significance. So that structure here is no more valid. Here we got a very important support, right? After the breakout, it turned into resistance, and from that we saw a very strong bearish reaction. Then the structure was broken to the upside, and now it turned into a very strong support again. Why that structure is still important? Because even though it was neglected by the buyers, it was a very important structure for the sellers. Yes, so we still should consider that. Then goes that structure. Yes, again, it was a very strong support. After the breakout, it turned into resistance. But then that structure was broken. And after the breakout, you can see that it turned into support. And buyers nicely respected that structure. So again, it is a completely valid structure. Lastly, we have a very important resistance right here. Yes, from that a strong bearish wave initiated. But then with that wick, the market quite easily violated that structure to the upside. And then the market returned back below that, completely neglecting that structure. So again, that structure is no more valid. So here you can see how easily key levels lose their significance. But same thing can be applied to trend lines. Let me show you. Take a look at this major falling trend line. In the past, it was very important for the market participants, and you can see that 3 times in a row, very strong bullish waves initiated from that. But then let's check what happened with that trend line recently. Let's analyze the recent price action. Here we got a very strong bearish wave, and you can see that sellers quite easily violated that trend line to the downside. Then buyers started to push, and that trend line was neglected by the buyers as well. So that trend line here became invalid. It was neglected by the sellers first and then by the buyers. So in future, we won't consider that trend line again. So here is the rule. Once you spot a key horizontal structure support, monitor the recent reaction of the price to that. If the price breaks that support to the downside, it turns into resistance and still remains valid. But if the price breaks that resistance to the upside, then it completely invalidates that structure. Same thing with that key resistance right here. monitor the recent reaction of the price to that. If the price breaks and closes above that resistance turns into support, right? And still remains valid. But if the price then breaks and closes below that structure, it completely invalidates that structure, and that structure becomes no more valid. The same rule will be applied with the trend lines. So here we have a very strong trend line that serves as a vertical support. And once you spot that, you should monitor the recent reaction of the price to that. If the price breaks that to the downside, that trend line turns into resistance and still becomes valid. But if buyers then violate that to the upside, that completely invalidates that trend line. Now take a look at that following trend line. It is the vertical resistance. And once you spot that, you should monitor the recent price action, the recent reaction of the price to that. If the price breaks that trend line to the upside, that trend line turns into support and still remains valid. But if sellers violate that trend line to the downside, then it invalidates that trend line, and we consider that trend line to become invalid. Now let's return back to your dollar chart and let's try to spot the invalid key level right here. And I guess, traders, it is clear that that structure here is invalid. Why? Even though in the past we saw very strong bearish reactions from that structure, it turned out that analyzing the recent price action, here we got a very strong bullish movement and bulls violated that structure to the upside. And then we got a strong bearish impulse and bears violated that structure to the downside as well. So that structure here became invalid and we take that away from our chart. Remember, traders, to always spot the invalid key levels and to take away them from your charts. Remember that we trade only from valid key levels. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Also, traders, if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to see how I trade live, if you want to see how I analyze the market live, don't forget to check my trading academy. The link in the description below. Also, traders, let me know in the comment section what do you want to learn in the next videos. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.